of blood are going to be the actual cells and the plasma, excuse me. So in our jar, y'all already told me that the main things that we had were the liquid and then the, what y'all call micronites, the hot tamales. Okay, so those are our two main components. So in your observations, those are the two things that y'all told me about the most. All right, and then we're just taking the vitamins. I'm not sure what milligrams are. A good way to get energy besides drinking Monster and Red Bull and all that stuff is cereal here. And folic, which is also, that's in your multivitamins. Because I know everyone in here takes multivitamins, right? All right, so our next group is white blood cells. Okay, these are our leukocytes. Anybody ever heard of leukemia? What is leukemia? If leukocytes are white blood cells, what do you think leukemia is? White blood cells. What'd you say, Samira? It's a cancer. It's cancer of your white blood cells. So people with leukemia are probably not going to be able to live long and what? Fight off infection well. Your god sister has leukemia? Do you know what kind of treatment she has for it?
We can eat jelly.
Alright, so each lab station needs just one bag. You need a cup, about a cup of Jello.
Handcuff.
So we,
Oh, no.
we're doing it a week now.
Yes. Oh, sorry.
Especially for them to do the
No, just,
no.
go ahead and add about 5 grains of rice pasta into your Jello. Okay? All of your touch observations. Okay, so you're going to squish your Jello and your rice around in your bag, and you're going to describe exactly what it feels like. Please do not burst your bags. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, please do not burst your bags or get Jello all over the table. Okay, so number 2, we are drawing the model. What's a Jello? What's actual gelatin represent?
The plasma.
Okay, plasma and what else?
Red blood.
Red blood cells. What else is in there? What else is in there? What about your white blood cells?
It's the pasta.
Right, the pasta or the rice is the white blood cells. So on number 3, you're going to write why are there fewer white blood cells. So your cup of gelatin versus the 8 pieces of rice that you have is equal to the ratio of white to red blood cells that you have in your blood, okay? Descriptive paragraphs, I'm going to go ahead and explain number 6 because we have some people there. We are actually going to simulate that's when everybody's going to get up. So I need you to finish your descriptive paragraphs first. But we will simulate a blockage, all right, a cholesterol block. Have partner, have your own company. You need to name your company. You and your partner have to design a way to get rid of artery blockages, all right? The sky is the limit. There is no budget. There is no, this is possible. So you can think completely outside of the box. It does not have to be.
Okay, so our design is gonna be a patch, like the smoking patch that people have.
Okay.
But it's gonna be like an artery patch.
Okay.
So you like put it on your skin and dissolve into your blood vessels and find the artery.
Okay. Explain to me exactly how it's gonna work. Get some of your vocabulary in there. And let's see what else. Name your company. And your product. Like, what's your product gonna be? It's gotta be something catchy, so I'll be like, oh, I want to invest in that. Okay, what about you? But before the bell rings, I would like to make sure everybody understands cleanup. You need to throw your gelatin bag in the trash can. All right, nothing should be left in the lab. You need to collect your lab paper. Actually, I'll take your lab paper. But in closing, listen. Everybody listen up. In closing, on the back of your lab paper, after you have finished writing about your invention, I would like for you to write all of the components of blood that you can remember from memory. All right? All of the components that we talked about of blood, and write a function beside each one. Does everyone understand? Okay? So we talked about several things. Everything that was in the jar, our plasma soup, Y'all all knew what all those parts were, so those should definitely be on there. And if you can remember the specific types of red blood cells and white blood cells, write those down and what their functions are, okay? This goes on the back of your lab paper. You can just write closing thoughts, okay?